wanted to just talk about your photography and just to sort of ask you how long you've been a professional photographer.
Okay, so I'd say I've been a professional photographer now about 2 years. When RW Photography Come Ahead was 2 years ago, and I've done that full time now. And that's when I'd say I turned professional when I went full time. However, before then I was doing photography for about 8 or 9 years.
Right.
I was doing like maybe 1 or 2 weddings a year. I've now officially at 58 weddings for 2019.
Well done.
Yeah, so that I'm pretty pleased about that. And then I do also corporate work and stuff like that. But my main thing is my wedding photography. But it started off as an A level in photography at Southport College,
right?
And it just grew from there, and I started seeing my pictures changing. I was getting more confident with a camera. Started to know how to use a camera, and then as I say, I went from 2 weddings a year to now 58 weddings. It's going great.
And all within a couple of years.
Oh, with it, yeah. So just built it up over 2 years.
Yeah, well done.
I know. Yeah. I can't believe it, So it's great.
Yeah.
Always in the office with editing and things like that.
I think your manner and how you are with a bride. I did another little short video for Ryan, which you can actually see on my website in the photography section. There's a little video there of Ryan in action on a wedding. And I think it's your approach and the way you are and how you interact with the couple, which is really good. Because I work with a lot of photographers, and there are a lot of great guys out there. But I think you've got to be a people person.
Definitely.
And you've got to make people feel relaxed and at ease to bring out the best in them. Yeah. Which I notice you do, and I think that's why people warm to you. I think that's why you get good results, really.
I don't like to. The thing is with me, I don't need to try. I'm not trying to be big-headed, but I do find it natural. When I go into a room, a lot of weddings in the morning of a wedding, there's a lot of atmosphere, and you feel like you can cut it with a knife because everyone's nervous.
Anxiety.
Yeah, all the anxiety. Everyone's nervous. There's a lot of emotions going around, and and like everyone can feel that and see that when you walk into a room. But whereas when I see that, I straight away, I don't just go in guns blazing, camera out, shooting away. I like to put my camera away. I like to talk to everyone. I like to put the music on. If there's no music, I like to put a bit of music on. Talk about them. Find out what's going to go on. Throughout their big day. And I think that breaks their ice, gets them a bit more relaxed. There's a lot of photographers, they go in, they don't say hello, they just start snapping away. Whereas if you go in talking to them like I do, and find out a bit more about everybody, talk to, if there's any kids there, talk to them, get them more relaxed, and then before you know it, they're asking me for pictures, and you get a more natural kind of shots.
If they're relaxed with you, then that is so important, isn't it? Really,
definitely.
People don't like cameras in the faces. I find that as a videographer, that as soon as, if there's a natural conversation going on in the room, and as soon as they sense the camera is anywhere near, particularly for video, they sort of like. So I try to sort of disappear into the shadows. So I don't even let them know I'm filming. After I've introduced myself and we've had a nice little chat, I'll sort of just disappear into a corner somewhere and try and just capture absolute natural moments so they're not aware that they're even being filmed. You talked about that you did photography A level, but you took it further than that, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. So I started with an A level, realised that I started winning some awards. My teacher at the time started putting my work forward into awards, and I was getting some great feedback from that. And that was the only sort of thing that I've noticed that I'm doing pretty well on, considering before I picked up a camera, I was struggling with everything. I found there was nothing for me, and then when I picked up the camera and I could see my ability, and I started winning these awards, I thought, well, this is something that I'm getting some good feedback from. I'll keep it going. So
your confidence grew then.
So then I went from my A level to do a degree, foundation degree in photographic media. Did that, and then I went on to my BA honours for the year, which again I really struggled with. Found it really hard. but I persevered. And
how many years is that then?
So that was the BA was just for the year. The foundation degree was for 2 years.
Yeah.
And you know, I did struggle through it all. I felt like, and that's why I do love photography, because I find communicating or paper to pen or handwriting and things like that, I'm not as good as that. Whereas with my photography, I can show people a picture. And I can communicate through a photograph. Yeah,
well, it's a very right brain thing, isn't it? You know, it's a creative thing.
Yeah.
And it's totally different than when you're sort of making it into a scientific thing, where you can suddenly start writing about it.
Exactly. So when I'm photographing, you know, I'm so in my zone, I'm in my element, and I feel more relaxed.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to be honest, probably feel a lot more confident when I've got a camera in my hands.
Yeah.
You know, it might be because I'm in front of it. I don't know. You know, like with a presentation that I mentioned, you know, there was a lot of people in that class, and I was really nervous. I was really worried. It was just me, you know, whereas I've done weddings before and there's been like 200 day guests, and I've been doing a group shot, and I've been talking to the whole group, you know, really easily, really simple, nice, not, you know, it didn't faze me at all.
Yeah.
And I was fine, and it's probably because I had my camera in my hand, whereas, you know, stood up in the dark with a screen, and I can see all these eyes on me.
Yeah.
I'm a bit like, you know.
I'd feel better if I just had my camera in my hand.
Yes, exactly.